Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Twilight by WEi. Now, a lot of people have been wanting me to check this out. I'm sorry, it just kept slipping my mind. A lot of debuts happening left and right, so kind of got away from me, and I never added it to my reaction list. And someone suggested it to me again, and I remembered, oh right, I gotta check this out. A lot of people write just WEi, but it is stylized as capital WE and lowercase I. I would suggest that people write it like that so people know actually how to pronounce it properly. It is pronounced WEi and not Wei. The Korean spelling for it is WEi. Now, don't know much about this group going in. It looks like it's going to be a 6-member boy group. I expect, just based on what we're seeing right here, I expect it's going to be something a little bit more in the lighthearted pop realm. It's going to be something that's not as dark and intense, but something more stylish. But we'll see. Those are just some assumptions. We'll see how this debut goes. Now, before we get into this video is, of course, brought to you by our Patreon. Guys, if you enjoy what we do on this channel and you would like to support us, please consider heading on over to our Patreon. Over on our Patreon, we have exclusive reactions to live stages, variety shows, dramas, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you want to check that out, head on over to our Patreon. But if you don't want to, that's completely fine. You know, a free way to help us out is to hit that like button, leave a comment. You know, most of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed, so consider subscribing as well. All right, let's check out Twilight by WEi. This is Twilight by WEi, and this is your Form of Therapy. I messed up that intro. Whatever. Here we go. And it's not starting. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. All right, it does have that more lighthearted tone. They're all singing at a higher range too. Ooh. Oh, wow, that was interesting. The blonde-haired kid looks familiar. He looks familiar too. Why does he look like Kim? Huh. Why does he look like Kim Do-won?
나를 바라보는 눈 그 속에 빠졌군 꿈 수백 번도 넘게 그렸네 너무 아름다운 결말 찬란한 저 별빛의 선을 따라
Oh. Interesting debut. Ooh, okay. Before we even talk about the song, I have some high-key suspicions about this group. Let me go ahead and jump on Kpop Profiles real quick. This is not a sponsored video. Kpop Profiles is just the site that I happen to use. Two of the members look familiar. The one with the blonde hair, he looked like one of the trainees on YG Treasure Box, and one of the members looked like Kim Dong-an. I'm not quite sure if it is Kim Dong-an. I might be pronouncing his name wrong, might be confusing it with another name. But if it is Kim Dong-an, I'm thinking of the guy that performed the amazing song Focus. The one that goes, focus on you. Ooh. Anyways, let's see. WEi members Taeyeon or no? Taeyeon. Kim Dong-an. Former member of boy group JBJ. Oh, that is Kim Dong-an. Oh, he's in a group now. Interesting. He was solo for a hot minute. Oh, okay. Okay. Then we have a member by the name of Yongha, not Yonghwa, not to be confused with CN Blue's Yonghwa. His Yongha. Then Johan. And, oh, he used to be in X1. This kid, this is the one. Seokhwa. Kang Seokhwa. Former YG trainee, appeared on YG Treasure Box. Yeah. This is the kid. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, Seokhwa. Oh, and then there's another member by the name of Junso. Okay, former 1THE9 member. Okay, a lot of the members in this group have some kind of a backstory, huh? Yongha is also a former 1THE9 member. Johan, formerly of X1. Oh, Taeyeon is from Reigns. Wow. I mean, if anybody here is familiar or remembers Reigns, they are an old group. They disbanded a couple years ago. Never really quite found their ground, unfortunately. But re-debuted within a few years. That's nice. Okay. All right, so lot of interesting members in this group. Now, the song itself, let's talk about the song. I like the song. I like the risk they took with the song. I'm not completely sold on the song. I think the song could have used a little bit more bass. You know, I would say the primary driving factors of this song are you heard some keys, like the sound of the piano, like dun dun dun, that carried it a lot. The percussive trap elements, and that whistling hook. I can't even do it. But I felt like the song was like, it was very, very large and very bright and high. And it was a very light song, and I thought it could have used something to ground it a little bit. I think it fits the aesthetic of what they were going for. I think it was very intentional. I don't think it was necessarily a mistake on their part. I think it's what they were going for. But I felt like it was a little too much. Like it needed some gravitas, just a little bit. Maybe if like they had a rapper that had like a deep or heavy voice, but no, like even from the rapper to all of the vocalists, everyone's saying in a really high range with really thin vocals. So, you know, nothing was really kind of like hitting me in terms of like something that was heavy. I needed just maybe even just a little bit of a bass. But I like that they took the risk, you know, instead of going for either an intense boy group concept or going for your typical pop concept. I feel like this one was way lighter than I was expecting. It was actually very fun, you know. Like I said, while I may have slight issues with like it's not deep enough. I think in large part I actually really like the debut. I think it's very well done. I think they have some really talented members. I think what stood out to me the most here was how intense the dancing is. I mean, shit, if you, sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but I mean, who gives a f? But I feel like if you've got a member like Kim Dong-an, I'm so happy that Kim Dong-an is actually in this group. I always thought that Kim Dong-an would excel really well in a group. I love Kim Dong-an's solo stuff, especially Focus. I thought Focus was, you know, one of the best solo pop stuff I had heard. I didn't know how necessarily sustainable Kim Dong-an's solo career could be, just because that male soloists are not necessarily a hot commodity. You know, you've got some popular male solo artists like, say, Taemin, but that doesn't mean everyone can be a Taemin, right? I think you have a better chance of succeeding as a solo female idol rather than a solo male idol. I think that's a lot harder. So I'm glad that Kim Dong-an is getting a chance within a group, and a lot of the other members, it looks like they're formerly from X1 or Reigns or Seokha from YG Treasure Box. I remember I noticed that kid. And I think everyone's dancing wise, it was actually really, really dope. I would love to see a performance for the video for this if possible, because the dancing was pretty intensive. Let's just take a quick look again. Yeah, I mean, that's Kim Dong-an for you right there. Look at the way he hit that. That was the moment that like really got me. I was like, whoa, they are going hard. Wow. Yeah. They went pretty hard. I'm not quite familiar with the label, what label this is. It says OUI. I don't know how that's necessarily pronounced. It's either OUI or WEi Entertainment. Or OUI, but the backing here is pretty good. I think first of all, the execution of this was interesting. They shot primarily in really large open spaces. You know, the song is called Twilight, and it seems to have, just in the sound itself, it has a very open soundscape. But even the actual music video itself, it had the feeling of like this kind of like large expanse, right? You had like shots of like the galaxy and the night sky, but you know, the music video reflects the song really well. The song, like I said, had a very bright open sound, so then you have like these very big open sets. You know, they're shooting here. It looks like it could be like the top of a parking garage or something like that, but I really like how this is set up, because you have the bottom of the floor, what, you know, like it's not necessarily a tile or a marble, but it's a reflective surface. So they're shooting outside, so it's actually reflecting the ground. It looks like they're shooting it looks like they're shooting towards sunset, towards golden hour, and then they've got brighter lights lighting them. That is one thing I don't like. They don't have any edge lighting. It looks like they've got one key light, and the key light is actually kind of harsh, and their skin is a little washed out. And then they've got a fill, like a slight fill on the sides, but it's still the fill's not like super obvious. But I wish they had like an edge light or a hair light. I wish they had like a third lighting setup that kind of separated them from this structure right here. Like, it's a little flat is what I mean. I think something, if we could have rounded out their hair or some kind of backlighting, it would have provided a little bit more depth. It's a little flat, but overall, it's well shot. It's well produced. I mean, I've never heard of this company, but the budget for this music video is pretty intense. Like, this scene, very well shot, you know, high production value. In fact, I wonder if this is, if this is the company that JBJ was signed under. This reminds me a lot of the Flower music video, at least the colorscape. Now, I do like this set. It's the same set as before. It's the same set as this, but looks like they shot at nighttime here. And this actually addresses the issue I had. They are providing a backlight, and they're providing edge lighting with this structure right here. I don't know what this structure is, but it looks like it's an on-location set. But they do. It looks like they are actually providing 2 artificial lights, or is it 1? No, I think they have a main backlight. Yeah, they have 1 backlight right here, and then they have 1 underneath right here, which are these stairs that's shooting upwards. And then they've got this lighting right here that's providing like a filter in between this red lighting. That was a good idea. It would have been, the color scheme is a little too flat. Like here, the color is a little flat. It's just white on white on white on white. And if we had gotten that here as well, it would have been a little too flat. The red provides a nice contrast. They're shooting on the same rooftop here again. Yeah, this is probably like a 1 or 2 day shoot on just like the same set here. Then probably like some CG, throw in some CG for the night sky. Now you can tell they've definitely got a lot, quite a good budget based on this set as well. This set, you know, you don't see sets like this anymore. I feel like this kind of like futuristic, minimalist, clean, tiled, dystopian kind of look. Very recently, I saw Treasure's music video had that kind of a set, but all in all, you don't see sets like this. This is actually like more like a early 2010s type of K-pop music video style. I love that move right there. The camera work there was really cool, but actually what I really like here, listening to the sound, I really appreciate just like the highlight on his vocals right there, the like borderline acapella. Like that is the thing. Even though the song doesn't have a lot of bass to it, I think that it focuses on their vocals really well. I really like that. This kid gives me similar vibes to Byungwan from Ace. Oh, Kim Dong-an is just so good. I think Kim Dong-an's got to be their best dancer. Ooh, you know what? Second run through, I'm really starting to feel it. Yeah, second run through, I actually really like it. I like the Seokwha kid too. He reminds me a lot, like facially, like I like his features. Reminds me a lot of Unu from Priston and Hinapia. But I actually really liked this debut. I didn't know how I was gonna feel going in. You know, I didn't expect to dislike it, but I actually really enjoyed that. I think that was super dope. WEi from Twilight, I would give this debut, the overall execution of the debut, I give that like probably an 8 out of 10. It's a solid, good debut. In terms of the song, I would give the song more of like a 7.5. Second run through, I actually like the song a lot more. So I'm wondering that if I actually listen to the song again or keep listening to it, I wonder if I will like it even more. But, you know, I do feel like I like it. I like it a lot even, but not like completely like I'm not obsessed with it, not yet. And I'm not quite sure what the hesitation is, what's holding me back. The dancing, I'm going to give it a 7. 7. 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a solid 10 out of 10. I think the dancing is actually their strongest point so far of what I've seen. Their vocals are actually really good too. So I would say their vocals and their dancing, I think in terms of that, the setup for the group is actually, they're really good. Now, the question is, you know, what's the future for this group going to be? Would love to see what their first comeback or second comeback is going to be like, because I think they have a lot of potential. So that's my reaction and review of WEi's Twilight. Guys, thank you for watching. Question is, what did you think? A lot of you wanted me to check this out, so I assumed you guys really like this, but let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoy what we do, you want to support us, consider supporting us over on our Patreon. We have live stage variety show reactions, bonus content, you know, like with Seokwha, you know, we're checking out YG Treasure Box right now on our Patreon. We are up to episode 7. So if you want to support the channel and get some fun bonus content, head on over there. But you know, a free way to help us out is to actually just hit the like button down below. When you leave a comment and tell us what you thought about the video, it actually helps us out a lot. Also, you know, most of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed. So if you would consider subscribing to us, it's free. Hit the notification button. That helps us out a lot. We'd really appreciate it. Go ahead and check out all our other videos over here in these playlists, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.